You know, this is direct, as always, guys. Most High says it's absolutely ridiculous to have to teach grown people the consequences of lying. Grown people, the consequences of lying at 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 plus years old. That's absolutely ridiculous. The Most High is extremely irritated because the Most High has a lot more important things to do with his time. However, like most children, you're hard-headed, and therefore he has to come off the throne and take it to another level. He doesn't appreciate having to teach you lessons that you learned in the kindergarten, in elementary, in middle school. But yet here you are, lying on your health, lying on your wealth, lying on your penises, lying on everything. The Most High don't appreciate it. The Most High does not appreciate having to teach grown people to stop lying on children, lying on others, lying on God, lying on the Most High. It's ridiculous. How old are you? How old? How old are you? You are really right now getting ready to spend what's left of your life in prison because you couldn't stop minding somebody else's business. You're really sitting in a jail cell right now because you were out here lying on the internet like some 6-year-old about somebody else's business. You're really about to attend a funeral because you were throwing magic to harm another person and it backfired. Why? Because you couldn't stop minding somebody else's business. You're really sitting there right now alone, spouseless, childless, isolated, and miserable because you couldn't stop minding somebody else's business. You had it all going on. Man of your dreams, paying all the bills, nice cars, good food, vacations. But no, you couldn't focus on that. You needed to mind somebody else's business. You had a career, great career, family, being paid well, but oh no, that wasn't enough. You wanted to take some shortcuts. So you decided to take a deal, start breaking laws, HIPAA laws, criminal laws, breaking civil rights laws to take shortcuts. And now you're sitting in a prison cell because you couldn't stop minding somebody else's business. The Most High is so irritated with what he has to tend to right now because, again, everybody involved is too old to be minding somebody else's business. And despite all of the warnings, the car accidents, the car breakdowns, the house floods, the sick children, the 911 calls, despite it all, it's all been ignored. No, you still keep going anyway, and you keep on anyway, and you keep on anyway. Again, minding somebody else's business. And then when your business gets exposed, when your deepest, darkest secrets get exposed, when the things that you didn't want to talk about get exposed, now you want to feel some kind of way. Now you want to be the victim. Now you want to file court papers. Now you want to hire a lawyer. Now you want to go on Facebook and Instagram and act like 3-year-olds to top the 6-year-old behavior you were already doing to try to cover your ass when you were already minding somebody else's business. The Most High is irritated. The Most High is so irritated. The Most High says he has more important things to do with his time than chastise grown people for minding somebody else's business. And right now, you're minding the business of the Most High. And that's a big problem. Worried about who's coming in my house. Worried about who's going to be in my bed. worried about the dollars in my bank account, worried about my trust, worried about my inheritance, worried about my bloodline, worried about my pathway, all up in my damn business, all up in the Most High's business. And that's the problem. That's the problem. And that's why what you're about to witness now, village, is going to be most catastrophic. Most catastrophic. It's going to seem extreme to you, but it's not. It's not extreme because remember, these people have spent how many years minding somebody else's business? Sup, Luda? I heard you watch me. Big love, baby. Stay out my business, like Luda would say. So the Most High is irritated. And what's about to happen is going to be catastrophic, like I said. But again, you've seen warning after warning, sign after sign. Time after time has been given. And people continue to play games. They continue to run interference. They continue to break the law. They continue to lie, continue to deceive. Yes, Rick, I know all about the latest court hearings where I should have been there and you thought you were running game on me. It's all right. I got reps there. Remember, I got regulators. The Most High was present, which is why your ass is behind bars right now. Ain't nobody playing with you people. The Most High is irritated with what is about to be done right now. Because again, you're 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 plus years old, minding somebody else's business. So now you're about to learn, as Luda would say, big ups, baby. Stay out my business. All right, y'all. Watch it. This is about to be big. And remember, your girl didn't start this war. I'm just the messenger, okay? And they tried to shoot the messenger. And that's a no-no, that part right there. All right? Namaste. Love y'all.